Hi folks, Greeno here, and where am I today? Well, I am back up in that there London, and I'm just off of Baker Street here. In fact, I'm outside Honest Burgers here at their Baker Street location. Now, this is a burger chain with lots of places across London, a few around the country, and it's a place I really want to check out. Now, like I say, it's their Baker Street location, but I don't think we need Sherlock Holmes to solve any mysteries today. We're just going to go in and we're going to find out if it gets Greeno's green light. So come on, let's go check it out. Okay, so I'm seated, and I quite like it in here. As to be said, they've got nice little decorations on the wall, kind of a rustic feel to the whole thing, a very funky coloured glass window in here. I've been allowed to go and sit up the back. They've got two rooms here, one at the front of the store, one at the back. A bit noisier down the bottom, so I've come up the back and tucked myself out of the way. It's always best that way. So having a look through these menus, they've got lots of interesting different options here. There's lots of beef burgers, chicken burgers, a very good range of vegetarian and vegan burgers too. Salad, fries, onion rings, all that sort of stuff you would expect to find. What is really interesting though, is each branch has its own signature burger. So the one here is called La Fromagerie. Okay, so this is actually in partnership with a cheese shop just up the road. And I think that's what I'm going to order. It's called the Baker Street Burger here. It's got the beef pancetta, Emmental Francais Grand Cru, which sounds like good cheese to me, caramelised onions, smoky shoestring fries, garlic mayo, tomato, rocket and pickles. Sounds very, very stuffed. Is it going to be a burger that I need to be a python to eat? I'm going to have to dislocate my jaw. I am not a python. But yeah, we're going to try that. And that comes with rosemary fries, I believe, for £15.50. And I'm going to pick up a couple of sides, maybe some onion rings, maybe some wings, that kind of thing, and a drink. So I'm going to get this all ordered, and we'll come back and take a look when it arrives. As I said, the range of burgers they do here is pretty impressive. They've got like 10 or 12 different options listed on the menu here. The chicken ones come with either pesto or buffalo. There's beef ones with all sorts of different stuff. With American cheese you can get ones with chili. There's a smashed burger option if that's your thing. And then there's loads of different veggie and vegan ones, like I said. There's a southern fried kind of chicken, but not chicken, and various different kind of Beyond Meat burgers. You know, that's a fairly sort of trendy brand, isn't it? So yes, lots of good stuff here. Like I say, normally the burgers come with fries, but you can swap that out for a salad or some coleslaw. So it's pretty customizable too. So, Honest Burgers. We're going to get my honest opinion, aren't we? So, where are you going to find your local Honest Burger? Well, there's loads of them around London. In total, I think they've got 31 locations. The vast majority of them are in and around London. But they are around the country too. I know they've got one in Manchester, one in Liverpool, Cambridge, Reading. For some reason everyone seems to have something in Reading. Apologies to anyone who lives in Reading watching, but I can't understand why you put everything in Reading. Bizarre. But yes, there's a few of them around. Brighton I know has got one too. So if you're not in London, just look up online and find where your nearest one is. Like I say, they've all got their own little local twist. Something that they've partnered with a little producer that's nearby to them to create a special burger that is specific to that location. So while the rest of the menu is generic across the whole chain, there is always that one local thing. So I've ordered their classic lemonade here. Comes in one of those funky little glasses that looks a bit like a jam jar, but this one's got a handle on it, which is helpful. Let's give it a try, looks good to me. So this, I believe, is made in-house. Quite a mild lemony smell to it, so it shouldn't be too sour. So it's got a little bit of sweetness, lots of ice in there. Keep it nice and cool as you're going through it, and a little slice of lemon. Do you know what, that's not bad. It tastes a bit like a really nice lemon squash, which I suppose is what it is. Got a little bit of sweetness to it, a little bit of sourness, of course, because it is lemon. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I think that's going to go quite nicely with this meal. Right, while I was mooching around getting some B-roll, my food has just been delivered to my table, so let's go and take a look at it. Okay folks, we have got quite the feast here, haven't we? So here we have the 3 buffalo wings that come as part of that combo. I'm guessing that's a blue cheese sauce, and there's a little bit of slaw with it. Over here, I'm not going to tip this forward too much, we have that bacon gravy, which sounds really interesting to me, and the 3 onion rings that are also part of that combo with the wings. And here we have some nice rosemary salted fries, and this burger with the cheese and the little kind of shoestring fries in there, which are still crispy, which is good. So, where am I going to start? I think we'll start with the burger and the fries, shall we? Sometimes when you leave it a bit longer because you're reviewing the other stuff, the burger is suboptimal, and really the burger is what we're all about here today, isn't it? So we're going to try that first of all, before we even get into the fries. So, first things first, it's jam-packed full of stuff. Have a look here, it's upside down obviously. But there's a load of kind of sauce and onions and stuff dripping out of it. We've got rocket salad here everywhere, there's pancetta in there. Nice, oozy, gooey. Like I say, it is a bit big, but you can kind of squash it down a bit without disrupting the integrity of the bread roll. And that might just about mean I can get my teeth around it. Let's give it a try. Only just mine. Oh wow. That is yummy. The burger patty, I actually asked for it to be well done rather than medium, as I know most people on the channel who have commented prefer to see a well done burger than a pink one. And it's actually still nice and juicy, which is really good. The pancetta in here is nice, it's crispy, it has a pronounced flavour, so much better than the bacon I got at Wendy's the other day. Jesus. That was pretty shocking, wasn't it? You've got nice caramelised onions in here. I like cooked onions in a burger, I really do. Raw onions I think take over, but cooked onions are great. The cheese in there is delicious. Emmental's got kind of a nutty kind of flavour, hasn't it? And you can really pick that up here. There's a sauce here, I'm not quite sure what is in the mayo. It's like a herby kind of mayo. Well, that's very tasty, and I quite like the idea of these little shoestring fries in there. Because they've obviously just been put on at the last minute, they're still crispy, so they give an interesting little texture, more than a flavour in the burger. The salad appears nice and fresh, the bun is good, it's holding together well. Ooh. Overall, that is one very, very tasty burger. Okay, I've got myself a napkin from over here. We're getting in a bit of a mess with all the sauce coming out of that burger. Let's try these fries next. So, little skin on fries. And they got rosemary salt seasoning on there. So if I hold that up nice and close to the camera, you can see probably just about the little green flecks of rosemary on there. Now rosemary is quite a strong flavoured herb, isn't it? So you can really pick up that flavour. All good, thank you buddy. Great service here, they just come to check. Make sure that I'm alright, they haven't forgotten about me because I've tucked myself away, out of the way in the back room. So as I was saying, the rosemary on there with the salt gives it such a lovely flavour. I do like rosemary on fries, that's really good. What we are going to have to do, of course, though, is dip them into this bacon gravy. So, I pick this up now. It's in this little metal bowl. All the crockery here is this kind of tin stuff. So don't worry, it's not chipped china or anything. But if we have a little look at this, It's a really nice kind of thick and unctuous gravy, just clinging onto the chips there. Oh yes. Let's give that a try. Wow. That is full of flavour. Oh my goodness. So it's not as kind of deep and dark as a beef gravy would be, but you really pick up that bacon flavour. Wow. But it's got a little saltiness. I mean, I guess that's partly from the fries I'm dipping in there as well. Really, really good consistency. But it's a real bang of that kind of bacon flavour in there. Oh yeah, that is good. Right, next let's try one of the onion rings. Now, many of you watching this video will have seen when I went to Gordon Ramsay Burger in Harrods, and their onion rings were an absolute abomination. 5 onion rings, sorry, for £10, and they were pretty much inedible, couldn't even eat 2 of them. These look a lot better. So if we take a look at this, you can see here, yes, it's fried, but it's not overly greasy, and that goes for all of them. So let's pick this one. It's sort of chunky, covered in batter. Let's give it a go. You see, that's not much better, much better. The onion is properly cooked through, steamed up in the batter there. The batter is lovely and crispy. There's a little bit of pepper, a little bit of spicing in there. That is what I want an onion ring to be. Yeah, it's always going to be a little bit oily, a little bit, not greasy in this case, but you're going to pick up the flavour of the oil because it is cooked in batter. But it's not greasy, it's not unpleasant. Let's dip it in this gravy. That's going to be good. I could sit in a bath of this gravy. Wowzers. If there's one thing so far that I'd recommend you get if you come to Honest Burger, get some of that gravy. That's really good. Now the onion rings and the chicken wings, buffalo wings, came together as a little combo. I got 3 of each, you can get 5 of each. I think it was about £7, something along those lines to get 3 of each. This comes with a little kind of slaury thing, which you might just about be able to see there on the camera. A little dip here, which I'm pretty sure is going to be blue cheese. Or maybe not. Like a herby mayo. Can't pick up blue cheese in there, if it's supposed to be blue cheese. Let's see if we can try this slaw before we get into the wing. So it's kind of just like a cabbagey thing. I can see mustard seeds in there, a little bit of dill. Yeah, so it's almost like a sauerkraut kind of thing going on there. That's really tasty. But the wings is what we're after here. So pick one of these bad boys up. It's a nice meaty wing. It really is. There's no elegant way to do this on camera. You've just got to get stuck into it. So let's do that. Oh wow. That buffalo spicing is ace. Get a little bit of sweetness first. The skin of the chicken is lovely and crispy, but then all of a sudden you get that little ping from the chili. Oh, that's good. It's a nice meaty wing, and the meat is coming away from the bone very, very nicely. Just dip it into this herby mayo. I wonder if that'll tone the little zing of chili heat down or not. A little, but it is a very nice combination actually. You're still picking up that little bit of chili heat. Yeah, the creaminess, a bit of herbiness, and it is a nice combination. Oh, you know what? I said on the Gordon Ramsay video, which cost me £65. There were places out there with better food for a fraction of the price. Seems like Honest Burger is one of them. I can't get enough of this bacon gravy with those rosemary fries. Such a great combination. salty, herby, bacony. There's nothing not to like about that, I tell you. Yummy. As you know, you've got the lemonade as well. Like I thought, it's going to be a refreshing little thing. Like the bacon gravy is pretty rich. Obviously the burger's nice and meaty and cheesy. A bit of salt on the fries and everything, and a little bit of chili heat in those wings. So something like this, a little bit of sweetness, still a little bit of sourness there, but it really does kind of cut through everything that's here. That's a good choice. Right guys, well I think you can tell I pretty much enjoyed that. There's not too much wrong with it, that's for sure. But let me get the bill and we'll have a little talk through that and we'll give it a final score. Will it get Greeno's green light? We'll have to wait and see. Right then guys, I have the bill in hand here. Let's run through it. So we had the Baker Street burger, which came with the fries as part of the meal, £15.25. I think that's pretty good value, don't you? We had the onion rings and buffalo wings as a combo. Now they've priced them separately on the menu, so those 3 onion rings came in at £2.35, only 35p more than the price of one in Gordon Ramsay's, remember? The little side of buffalo wings, £4.90. The beef and bacon gravy, £2.60. That's worth every penny, let me tell you. And the homemade lemonade was £3. So subtotal on there, £28.10, a 10% service charge, which for London isn't bad. And the service I've had here has been absolutely brilliant anyway, so no problems with that whatsoever. Total, £30.91. Now, if you remember, in the Gordon Ramsay video, in the comments of the Gordon Ramsay video certainly, I said there are many, many places out there that you can get a much better burger, a much better experience for less than half the price. This place here, Honest Burgers on Baker Street in London, proves that point. £30.91 is less than half of what I paid in the Gordon Ramsay place. This was all delicious, every single bit of it. Now, if I'm going to be picky, and I think I'm going to have to start being a little bit picky because otherwise people are going to be saying, hang on, you only ever give anything like a 1.5 or a 5. I think the lemonade could have done with a little more of a pronounced flavour. It was nice, it was refreshing, it was just a little bit light on lemony flavour. And maybe the little dip that went with the buffalo wings. It was a little herby mayo and it was quite nice, but it should have had a blue cheese dip or something like that with it. So, but they are kind of minor points. Service great. What score am I going to give it? It's got to be a 4.5 out of 5, I think. Just a little half point knocked off for the lemonade, for the sides on the buffalo wings, but still an absolutely phenomenal experience. So, does Honest Burgers here on Baker Street get the Greeno green light? You bet your life it does. Find your local place. Hopefully, their signature burger will be as good as the one here was, because that was delicious. Yeah, get yourself down there and give it a try. Well then guys, so if you've enjoyed this review looking at the Honest Burgers here on Baker Street in London, no mystery to be solved by Sherlock here, it's just a great burger joint. If you enjoyed it though, don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me, it does help with the channel, and if you've enjoyed the video, why not consider clicking the subscribe button and dinging your bell for notifications, and YouTube will let you know when the next one comes up. Right, time to go and pound the streets of London, walk off this big lunch I've had. I will catch you on the next one.